What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Someone sent me a clip of the bloated, bloviating blob talking about the situation with Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless. It happened earlier this week on Undisputed when Skip Bayless was extremely unprofessional in his behavior on television, accusing Shannon Sharpe of being jealous of Tom Brady or some crap like that. And Shannon was sort of taken aback by that, all right? He was taken aback by that, and at the end of the day, most people understood why Shannon was mad. Now, a lot of us said, Shannon had it coming, though, from all of the buck dancing and bootlicking that he's been doing over the past several months. So, the bloated, bloviating blob, who does not like Shannon Sharpe, obviously was going to take a take that was going to be critical of Shannon Sharpe. So he went with the old sticks and stones may break my bones defense. Well, Shannon, if he was a religious man, like our ancestors were during slavery, he would have just laughed it off and chuckled at the slave master or white man showing his anger toward us, because we got to be better. We need to turn the other nigga cheek. That's basically what Jason Whitlock said. He didn't say it like that, but that's what I heard. All right? And he talked about how we need to be more religious, get back to our roots. And my thing is, I think we just need to get back to being a people that know ourselves. I'm not a person that knocks religion, but I do believe, and this is a historical truth, more people were killed in the name of other people's religion than any other reason in the history of the world. How many wars have we fought where one people of religion felt they were better than the other people of religion, and therefore that led to a war which led to thousands and tens of thousands and whatever, even if you want to call it ideology instead of religion. How many hundreds of millions of lives, if not even maybe close to 1 billion. That might be overdoing it, but I know over hundreds of millions of people have died because of that. So I'm just, it's whatever when it comes to that with me. But first of all, even with this whole religion thing, I've always said that we're not really in control of our culture anyway. There are puppeteers that control our culture. They have these other entities that are out there that they hire to control our culture. Because we have a lot of economic power, but collectively we do, but individually we don't have a lot of power. And there are people, the small hats, the YT people, they're the ones who run the show. And that's why I always say that the bloated, bloviating blob, even though he'll tell us, what will an apology do for us, apology for slavery, apology for this, that, and the other, he will never say that to the small hats who demanded an apology from Kyrie Irving for sharing a link. You see, he never went that route because his ass would be off television, snacks and all. And then I want to say this too, right? He talks about how we as a people, men, we're too feminized, right? We're too feminine. And we lost our masculinity as men, right? But then he's telling Shannon Sharpe to basically be feminine. Feminize yourself in the presence of the YT man. Bow down your head in prayer and show submission. simp your simp yourself, cuckold yourself in the presence of Skip Bayless's wrath, and just leave it up to God. If that ain't a crock of shit, how does that work for us historically? Praying to the Sky King that we can't see when we were in bondage, or the 100 years that we were in Jim Crow. It wasn't until those of us who were brave enough to take action and not believe in a Sky King, and I'm not saying this to disrespect people of religion, but I'm just being honest. It was only then that there were actually some proactive measures taken. See, people like Jason Whitlock, well, the cat's out of the bag. I'm deep enough in the video, fuck it. But people like the Blob, right, the bloviated one, they are content with being secondary citizens, as long as they get enough scraps left over. You know what I'm saying? But it's just bullshit, man. People like him are just full of shit, man. And also, one other point I want to make about the bloviating Blob, right? He talks about how sticks and stones, right? But let him catch you talking shit about him too badly on YouTube and see how he reacts. He's notorious for trying to give people strikes. Notorious. That's why I try not to say his name too much. You know? So, only sticks that he used are chopsticks when he's eating at an all-you-can-eat buffet. So, that's all I got to say about that. Tell me what you guys think.